from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Roadrunners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. A.K. Deer, last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Russell from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Pulled, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
So the UTSA Roadrunners offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Quarterback will keep it. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. And it's the Roadrunners. Will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They're all over it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the return, it's Moore. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding them. Snags it and he's open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Trying to get the corner. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Keelan Russell got the back over the middle. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. Tells to run, wants to pass. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? The run inside. It's Duke. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Might as well give it to him again. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Duke. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside. It's Crispin. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And it's the Roadrunners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got rid of it just in time.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Texas offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Complete to start this drive. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Right back to the well. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Russell. Right side, it's Bear. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Sets his feet. It's Russell. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Straight ahead, it's Crispin. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
Drops back on first down. Gets rid of it.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll run it. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be knocked down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. Makes the catch and he's free. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Offensive line has got to do a better job of communicating. They got to do a better job pre-snap seeing where this pressure is coming from. That DB was essentially telegraphing his blitz, and nobody picked him up.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Hodges. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And to get rid of it quickly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Roadrunners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And he gets it away. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Russell on play action. Extending the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Deep in the end zone, it's Crispin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Crispin. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And it's the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gonzalez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Great job by the defense there tackling the catch. If that receiver breaks a tackle, he's getting the first down. So nice job by the defense surrounding the ball carrier and getting him to the ground.
On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right, and I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, this guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Finds his man on the RPO. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Makes a grab. They will score! Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the gun, it's Crispin. They put the brakes on it. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run him again. There he goes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Right at the line. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Play action on 1st down. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Kick is in the air. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Russell. Hubs it downfield. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him.
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Again, it's Russell. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Look out! That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it out. It's Crispin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He's got enough. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's Mississippi State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Starting this third quarter on the ground. just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Just smothered on the play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Throws it deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And it's the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run it. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Keelan Russell finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide right, it's Bear. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Swings it out to his running back. Turning it on. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. Looking for an alley. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Russell. Back's got it on the screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Rush is on. chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick give. It's Crispin. Down he goes. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
On the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Throwing Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Working the ground game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Crispin. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of it. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Gotta make the play on 4th. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. From the gun, not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Keelan Russell. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, and I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track of 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. The run inside. It's Crispin. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. Trying to get started. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going for the big play. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And it's the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Making his first move. Quick step and go. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They go play action with Russell. Unloads it left. And his throw is incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to establish the run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking for room straight ahead. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Duke. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Burrowing for yardage. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rid of it on the RPO. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On the delay, it's Duke. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's got it on the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits the hole. It's Duke. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye.